Hi, kindergarten. So today we're going to talk about warm and cool colors. And some of you might already know what warm and cool colors are, but some of you may not. So for some of you, this could be a review, and for others, this will be brand new information. So I always ask the kindergartners when they're in class, like, why do you think we call warm colors warm colors? Why do you think we call cool colors cool colors? Okay? And I also have the kindergartners guess what they think the warm colors are and what they think the cool colors are. So I'm going to ask you some questions probably before you've even watched this video about what you think you know about warm and cool colors. But since you're not right here interacting with me while I make this video, I'm going to move forward and I'm going to pretend like we already had that conversation, okay? So, warm colors, okay, they generally make you think of things that are warm, okay? So, fire, lava, the sun, hot pepperoni pizza, okay? So, here I have a picture of things that I think of when I think of warm colors: fire, sun, pizza, and hot lava, okay? These are the warm colors. So that would be yellow, red, orange, and pink, okay? Now, it's hard to tell, but there is some pink right here, okay? Cool colors are things that we associate with things that are cold. Ooh, I'm shivering. Oh gosh, I'm cold. So, cool colors, okay? I think of cold rain and cold puddles, popsicles. Cool grass in the morning, when you walk out in the grass in the morning and it's covered in dew and it's cold on your feet. The ocean, or just water in general. Snow. Ice cold grapes from the fridge. Ice. Scoops of ice cream, okay? Cool colors would be blue, turquoise, green, and purple, okay? Now, take a look at these warm and cool colors, okay? They're kind of like opposites. And one thing you need to know is cool colors, it's any shade of blue, any shade of green, any shade of purple, okay? Any shade of turquoise. Warm colors, any shade of yellow, any shade of red, any shade of orange, and any shade of pink, okay? All right, warm and cool colors. Okay, so now you know what warm and cool colors are. And for this next project, you need to make a background using either warm colors or using cool colors, okay? I love warm colors and I love cool colors, so it's always hard for me to decide what kind of background to do for this project because I love them both. But you need to decide whether you want to do warm or cool, okay? I chose to do cool colors for this, and just so you know, if you're not sure what a background is something that goes behind, okay, something else, okay? So I'm gonna show you an example, okay? So here I did cool colors, okay? And it's gonna be my background for a self-portrait, okay? And we're gonna talk about self-portraits in another video, so we're not even gonna mess with this right now. But you need to make a background using either warm or cool colors. You cannot use both, all right? I'm gonna move the camera so you can kind of see what I'm doing here, okay? So, you're gonna use your watercolors, and you can use just the brush that came with your watercolors, or you can use your big brush, or you can even use both, okay? And however you paint your background is up to you. It can be different types of lines, different shapes, different patterns, and remember, a pattern is something that repeats itself. But you do need to cover the entire piece of paper, okay? So because I just showed you a cool colored background, I'm gonna use warm colors for this. And I don't have pink in my palette, but if I had pink, I could use pink. If I didn't have pink, but I had the color white, I could actually make a pale shade of pink by mixing white and red together, okay? So, I'm maybe not gonna paint the entire background right now, but I'm gonna paint part of it just so you can kind of see what your options are, okay? I've had students that have actually painted entire scenes with warm and cool colors, okay? I've had students that have just painted different types of shapes and lines and patterns, but remember, you can only use warm or you can only use cool, and that's up to you, okay? I do want you to take your time doing this, okay? Don't rush. You know, you've got the whole class period to make this background, because the following class period, we're gonna talk about how to make something called a self-portrait, which is a portrait of yourself, okay? Now, if you even wanna try on your paper mixing some of the warm colors together to make a new color, that's an option too. So I just mixed yellow with orange to make a light orange. Now I'm gonna mix red with orange to make a dark orange, okay? Now I'm gonna mix yellow and red, and you probably remember this from mixing your primaries to make secondaries. I'm gonna mix my yellow with orange to make an orange, and maybe I need a little bit more yellow if it didn't turn orange, okay? And if you have another watercolor set and you have pink in that watercolor set, feel free to use your pink, okay? All right, so I have now explained what you're doing today, and I will take any questions that you may have. All right, happy art making.